Hey friends, welcome to this episode of Ask Kelsey. I have a really great question here. I'm actually going to read it out to you guys and then share with you my thoughts because I'm sure more than often than not, this comes up. So this listener asked, what is the significance of cycle day 3 testing for estradiol, FSH, and LH? If a clinic wants to do all testing at once, so all labs and HSG on day 5 to 7, is that okay? Or should I push for cycle day 3 blood work? So I love this question because I find most often labs can get done at the wrong time, and it's so freaking frustrating. It's really frustrating for me because I feel frustrated for you when someone comes in to work with me and they're like, look at all these labs I had done, Kelsey. I'm so excited to work with you, and I got all these labs before so that we could like really hit the ground running. And then I go through them and I'm like, okay, like what cycle day is this and that and this? And none of them are on the right day. And I'm like, well, we can't even use these. And it's never your fault. Like, these are not things that you should know. These are things that your provider should be helping to guide you through, regardless if it's the clinic, an OBGYN, a GP, an ND, a functional med practitioner, what have you. So first and foremost, those are the cycle day 3 labs. So I want to confirm that. Estradiol, FSH, and LH. We want to run those labs sometime cycle day 3, 4, even 5, okay? By day 5, day 6, and beyond, we're really struggling to actually interpret what does this look like. We want to see what these are like at the very, very beginning of your cycle. So you might even still be bleeding. That's okay. We want to get a lay of the land of baseline. But if you go later than that, we don't have the research. We don't have the data to say these are the levels we want on cycle day 9. We don't. But day 3 and 4 and even maybe 5, yes, we can say this is what we want to see. If it's lower than this, particularly for estradiol, but even with LH and FSH, we have to do X, Y, Z. If it's higher, we have to do these other things, okay? So for the lab, cycle day 3, it is important. However, if they will do all of it and your HSG on cycle day 5, I will allow it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's still interpretable, but we don't want to go beyond that. So if they're wanting to run all that early testing on like cycle day 7, I would be advocating to do the blood work on cycle day 3 because cycle day 7, we're really not actually able to interpret that to the best of our ability. We might be able to get a little bit of information, but let me tell you, if you're going through all this testing and doing of the things, like let's get the best information possible. If your clinic or doctor is trying to run your estradiol, LH, FSH at any other time besides cycle day 3, 4, and 5, please, please, please make sure you're advocating for yourself to have that done at the best time because it might cause undue stress. Someone might say, hey, everything looks great, when in reality, we're actually just interpreting it at the wrong part of your cycle. And in fact, it's not all great. And now we're potentially missing something. So LH, FSH, estradiol, cycle day 3, 4, or 5, ideally 3 or 4, we'll take 5. Anything after that, not the best option. We need to advocate for different timing. Hopefully that is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.